consciousness had been trapped by the doctor. But so much time has already passed since then. And Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time. And then Nahida won't have any more new problems to... Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the thick. Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble. Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble. At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea. Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should...
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two... Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers after bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad. Hey, how about I gather a few
Thanks, but no need. Oh, Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that...
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems true heroes always prefer leaving quiet.
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida? Oh, good point.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler and Paimon. Whether as a client...
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru. With the wind. After crossing all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, This must be Fontaine's port. Wow. Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry here is extremely developed, and they're all just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice. But maybe it would be better if we found... What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us... Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah! The more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him. Clearly, he was a pretty decent person.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never...
Excuse me. Can I help you too?
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted to ask, but you seem to be really busy talking about some...
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really happened. In fact, it's a case...
Really? Like, a real trial?
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be... Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more commonly known as just the Opera House.
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that? Not to...
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the Absolute, as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine too? Oh, Paimon's curious. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question.
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there.
I think what they mean is that they wish to... In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult...
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time, people can't get enough...
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being Wait! Paimon gets it now! The Hydro Archon is kinda like a...
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps you could even say our mascot.
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise, I might...
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but...
Alright! I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera, but who knows how long making an appointment... Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her. Go! Hello there.
Huh? I'm fine.
Oh, okay then.
About many things, actually. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you saying that you and your brother lived in the water?
Though people call the waters around Fontaine a sea, it's actually just an inland lake that's filled with fresh... And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, it's been completely submerged. He would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, but now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before...
Sorry.
Ah, I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and...
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travelers from abroad.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We were just talking with your sister.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact...
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us! Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it is?
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
See...
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfed?
Oh, that. Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about where to begin. Let's put that question on hold for a moment.
Did all the introductions earlier not count?
Hello, Traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake?
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of...
Oh! Alright then. Well, Paimon's just happy to have a local friend. By the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro Archon.
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, I was pleased. Follow me. You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
So, she's the Hydro Archon?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you've left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. Fear is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. You can be rest assured, I see clearly your sincerity. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power and witness my authority. Intelligent people always gather under the correct banner. I, though Consulor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like but the Hydro Archon's entrance was... Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we...
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that you had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick of my finger.
Whoa. Talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcome.
Is she...
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise. Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that lady...
Of course! That's the blonde traveler.
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew...
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators alike tend to get quite rowdy, and despite the noise, I've come to tolerate all their ruckus. You may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined...
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid? Might I remind you that this is a duel against...
What are you trying to do, Traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against a god. She is, Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled, and a mere duel will not slake their thirst for excitement.
Oh, yeah, she's right. Just a duel.
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend...
You see. Then, as the god of...
All right! Now that...
Right. This is Fontaine, after all.
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time in the opera. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first...
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objection...
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil. I don't think that Paimon here meets the...
You tell her, Linny! Finally someone who's not crazy.
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I naturally should... So, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to perform a trick for...
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like a balloon. This rope has been in the Traveler's hand all along. It was just that...
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was...
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It's...
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort of unexpected twist that I enjoy. With you here, today's performance can finally be...
Performance? You see all this as a
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice. But when there are valid grounds, but even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the opera.
Just like that! She's gone! Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. You never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole scene just now was really...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation, just in case. So, now do you see...
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny. It sounded like you'll be performing at the...
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. And speaking of performances, I would be...
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to...
Splendid. In that... you really mean it? Then I'll take you up on your offer. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that... You asked me before about the prophecy, right? Let me start by... I'm not sure exactly when it began, but a prophecy has been... It says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the Nation of Justice holds trial after trial, this sin cannot be absolved. Until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will slowly be drowned. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine...
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin? What is that?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the seas and stirred its wrath. Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celeste. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been...
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy completely?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually started rising.
Many places have already been completely submerged, and now lie beneath the sea.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine shouldn't ignore the possibility, which would end up sentencing them to death. We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic pockets to them. As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in handy.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a...
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. But who knows? Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone near...
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy.
What? You...
No, I believe in the prophet. The story says that people once lived in the ocean, but as time wore on, people desired to live on land. And so, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be like we're going home.
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't...
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being...
So you're the blonde Oh, a magic pocket? Thanks. Please.
Go!
Huh? I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prop life is all about living in the moment, what use is there?
You should still take it.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change.
Is there anything else you need to do?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine.
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the material...
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some romaritime flowers.
It seems we have to use Hydro to collect romaritime flowers.
Time to act. Body and mind.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I...
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off. Now that we're finished.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the opera house? Good. Paimon wants a tour...
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with it?
She's obviously a... Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention. Watch her movement.
Oh, he's right!
Shh, keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she... All right, let's go.
Wanna come over for...
wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might also be trying... Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Lenny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she...
No, that was all. Oh, I can't thank you. Anyway, I should be going...
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole on...
I saw the general direction she went, but Lenny twisted his ankle, and I needed...
Oh, did you get...
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing...
I have to admit that the thief... But at least we were able to get the stolen items back.
What a slippery little thief! Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Lenny's initiative paid off!
All right, let's put this little detour...
we ride this thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water!
This is an Aqua bus. It allows people to travel between... It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while. The scenery is always the same.
So you mean it's still boring?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that... Besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave. Let's...
Huh?
What? Traveler! Paimon!
Charlotte!
Oh, I never guessed I'd bump into you while riding the Aqua bus. What are you doing in Fontaine? I didn't hear it.
Yeah, it's quite the coincidence. But as travelers, we're always on the move. Though we still have no idea how the Hydro Archon knew about us. Oh, let Paimon introduce you to our new friends!
Oh, no need for introductions, Paimon. I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who they were. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our
It's an honor to meet you.
Now that everyone knows each other, Fontaine's settled. So, what have you been up to lately, Charlotte?
Not too much. When there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old topic. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. You're right. Seems you know me pretty well. What I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could shake... Oh, I just remembered. I've been following a case lately. Well... You mean the serial disappearances of young... That's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now, and it's if I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the... Oh! When that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of...
So, what is the... series?
That's right! The first missing girl case happened and ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. But the scariest part is that to this day, many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, the family... I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Please don't imagine that, Lenny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should...
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quick.
Oh, I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Paimon hopes we can chat.
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by.
What a tough job. Always running around and...
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge.
This is our current abode. Ah, Fremine, you're home. Where did everyone else go?
Oh, they all just went out a moment ago.
I see. Everyone is getting busier now that Father... Allow me to introduce you to my little brother, Fremine.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. Oh, you sound very...
Linny, could you come here for a moment?
What is it, Fremine? Do you have something to tell me? Okay, I see.
Is everything all right?
Oh, it's nothing. Oh, before I forget, the Traveler and I collected more...
Yes, I went diving and gathered lots of material.
That's our Fremine, always quick with...
Looks like rain.
Oh, you're right. But wasn't it clear and sunny just...
I'm afraid that's just how it is here. It often rains on days where there are trials.
What's wrong, Fremine?
There's a legend about the rain that it said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. When I was a child, my mother told me that if I wanted to go outside and Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
If it's an elemental dragon, then having the power to make it rain wouldn't be... Let Paimon try something. Hydro Dragon! Hydro Dragon! Don't cry!
doesn't seem to be of any use. It is just a legend after all.
You know, you might be a more popular magician if you understood the concept of romanticism.
Sorry, it might be because we've never met that. It rained for longer than I suspected.
Was there something you needed to do?
Yeah, some preparations for the show at the Opera House. I need, on the day of the performance, just ride the Aqua bus to the island of Aeneas. I'll have Lynette meet you at the fountain in...
Are you leaving?
What is it, Fremine? I'm in a hurry. Oh, I get it. Perhaps we could trouble the Traveler to help us take these materials. I'm afraid that Fremine can be quite introverted. And the boss there tends...
No trouble at all! Don't worry!
Sorry for the inconvenience. I'm quite useless when...
Oh, no need! Go!
Huh?
Oh, hello there. New customers? Looking to buy, or do you need something made? Or perhaps you're just looking...
Oh no! We're just here to deliver some materials!
These must be for magic pockets! I could tell right away. I've already made several orders. No need. They've already prepaid several batches worth. When they told me what they'd be using them for, I even... But they insisted on paying the full amount, saying that I had a business to run.
Wow! So...
I can't say for sure, but who knows? Maybe there's...
Hey! Is this machine what you use to make stuff here? It looks really...
Why use your hands when a machine can do the work? It would be a waste not to use the latest technology.
But where does a big machine like that get...
Well, it's a little complicated. But basically, everything we usually use here in the city is...
Huh? How can trials produce it?
Well, I'm not completely sure of all the When a trial is in session, the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale harvests people's belief in justice and
So that's what its other function is? Paimon heard that But... Paimon still doesn't get it. How could something unreliable like people's beliefs be turned into a stable power source for these machines? Oh, yeah! So that means the Hydro Archon relies on the machine to take the energy...
Even though I've never heard anyone really put it that way before, it sounds like it makes... Besides indemnitium, we have another type of energy called... It isn't produced by the power of the Archon, but it is unstable by...
I thought I'd find you hard at work, but here you are chatting the day away. Since
You again? Didn't I already promise you that I'd have the more I owe to Confrérie of Cabriere by next month? Why are you hounding me now?
Yeah, but how do we know that you won't go running off by the end of this month? I want 50% today.
Huh?
Seems business isn't so great for the workshop. We've already finished our job and delivered the materials. Maybe now's a good time to leave?
Hey, hold on. Before you go around trying to collect payments, why don't you settle your... If Confrérie of Cabriere wants to poach clients from Northland Bank, that's fine. But I'm afraid you still owe the bank a hefty sum of mora. So why don't we work...
You're from Northland Bank, but...
Traveler, Paimon! I didn't think I'd run into you here in Fontaine. What are the chances?
We're surprised to see you too! What are you doing here in Fontaine? You didn't want to stay in Snezhnaya?
Long story short, I've already been in Fontaine, but it seems that fate brought our paths together today. Not only will I have some good friends here now, but ones who always seem to find... Either way you look at it, it seems...
Pretty sure we'd want to avoid anything that you'd find interesting. Besides, our trip here has gone pretty well so far. Right, Traveler?
Hey, you! Northland Bank boy!
Don't interrupt. It's not often I run into the Traveler like this. Why don't you wait for me over there for a while?
You kidding? Aren't you the one looking for us? You really expect us to sit and twiddle our... Listen to me, boy. If you want your mora, fine. Why don't you come and take it.
Hey, I just said not to interrupt. Oh, by the way, Traveler, the last time I took Tonya and Tusser ice fishing, Tusser said,
Hey! That's way over the line! All right, boy!
Can you at least let me finish one sentence? Fine. Though the bank told me not to get rough with our clients. You're the ones who started it. This is an act of self-defense. You two will have to be my witnesses, okay?
I'm sure this won't take...
You're mine! Shouldn't let your guard down.
What's your deal, Brad? How are you so strong?
Oh, now you notice. It's a little late. Huh?
Now's my chance!
Huh. That was weird. I'm not sure. It's as if I suddenly lost control of my hydro powers.
Strange. How could that happen?
Never mind. It doesn't matter. If I want to stay sharp, I shouldn't be relying too much on my vision anyway. Besides, I always have my delusion in case I need it.
So what are you doing in Fontaine, child? And don't say it's work for North...
Well, I guess it's because I...
Huh? What kind of reason is that?
I don't know, but recently, there seems to be some sort of restless power.
Maybe you losing control of your vision?
That is a possibility. I can't remember if I ever mentioned it before, but when it was during that time I learned nearly all of my abilities. She was always quiet and very mysterious. Nobody knew where she came from or what. One time, I asked her why she was willing to take me on as an apprentice. Because I had awakened it, and traces of it remained on me. She said that all my combat training...
But what is it?
She never explained that. But my guess is, in my dream, I was in the deepest depths of the sea. And
A whale? Oh, that sounds familiar! When we fought against you?
that's just an abstract form of a whale that I create using my element. It takes that shape because the scene I dreamt of the whale has always been stuck in my mind.
So you used the whale as inspiration for one of your moves? So why don't you just go ask your master?
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there. But it's been years now, and I've still found nothing. There isn't even a trace.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm out of leads at this point, but there's nothing more I can do. Oh, seems the time really flies when I'm talking with you.
What? More work for the Northland?
No, it's more of a personal appointment. Lately,
Official champion duelist?
Yep, in Fontaine, before a criminal goes to court, they're given one chance to defend their honor. The champion duelists are all-powerful fighters selected from among the nation's... So engaging in such a duel is regarded as a symbol of defending your honor. If a criminal manages to win the duel, they'll be acquitted. And the worst-case scenario is that Though it's rumored that Fontaine has a death penalty, from what I can tell, no one has ever... So really, the only people who opt to duel are those who have suffered a grave injustice in being accused, or those who greatly value their honor. Otherwise, why gamble with your life?
So, do many people actually get out of their trials by winning the duel?
Apparently, it's exceedingly rare for anyone to actually win. Fontaine probably enacted this system as a way to show that Besides, none of the champion duelists are to be trifled with. Which is exactly why I was itching to face them as soon as I got to... Apparently the one I'm meeting today, Clorend, is the strongest of the champion duelists.
Well, that's child for ya. Paimon feels like we heard that name.
Oh, before I forget, I want...
Huh?
I'm just worried that it could become uncontrollable again. I'd be pretty upset if... Besides, I just need you to hold on to it for a short...
Paimon knows what you're up to. You just want...
Whatever gave you the...
sneaky guy. Well, since we don't... Wow! Who could have seen that coming? The reporter who was barely around... sorry. Paimon was just... The whodunits here in Fontaine are a lot different than the light novels you see from Yai. It's so exciting to reach the moment when the mystery is uncovered, especially in the one Paimon was just... Oh, sorry about that. Hey, shouldn't we be heading to... Lenny said that the Opera House is on Erinias, so let's go ride the Aqua Bus!
Huh? Huh? Phew!